Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hey. What's up? When a
Good
woman's
afternoon.
fed up.
What up, doe?
What up, dog? Detroit.
What up, doe?
And everywhere else.
Detroit?
What's up?
Hey,
Why I
what's
can't see
up?
myself?
Okay, let me share.
It's not showing up on mine.
You
So I'm
can't
gonna
see
wait
it?
a second. Yeah.
When a
Okay,
woman's
here When a woman's-
woman
we go.
is
Women's.
woman is.
I
Women's.
spelled it wrong
You
again.
didn't put that. You didn't spell it wrong. He just didn't
No,
put
you
that
didn't put
apostrophe
that-
S on there.
That apostrophe.
Yeah, that's
Let me
okay.
go ahead and.
Cause it's
Yeah,
like
my
woman
phone
is
acting
apostrophe
crazy.
S.
Turn your
Turn
shit
it
on,
around, girl.
Brooke.
Ooh.
Don't be calling her out like that.
I
Ooh.
didn't even give her a chance.
Let me tell you something.
Calling her out.
Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
What's up?
Good
What's
evening.
up?
How are you?
Good evening.
When a woman's fed up. Yo, I've been practicing for that.
practicing.
I've been practicing
Because
for
she's
that.
fed up.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm fed up.
You're fed up. Well, let's get into it. Let's check in with each other. You know what? Like, do it tell you how many people on here?
I don't
No,
know.
because it used to. Like, I think they've been having some changes with Facebook. Like, it don't
Yeah, I'm
like
not
show up the
sure.
same.
You're like, sometimes it show up when it
Yeah,
wants to.
Yeah.
I said
yeah.
5.
Oh, you see it on yours?
Yeah, I see
You
it
got to
on
go
mine, too.
out to do it. But when we
Yeah.
on it, we can't see it. Ooh, look at my name in red. Okay.
I had to change to yellow because you got a yellow shirt on.
Oh, is that why?
That's why.
Ah, okay.
Good
You
to
would have
see.
seen my name.
So what color
is mine?
Yours is
Okay.
still white.
Ah, I got the red. I'm special.
You are special, girl.
Real special.
Check in time.
Check in.
What's up?
Step in.
What's
jump
up,
out.
Mark? What's up?
Introduce yourself.
Same old
Jump
shit,
in.
different toys.
Jump out.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy
yesterday.
birthday.
Turned a good 34
Happy
years
birthday
yesterday.
to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Another year around the sun.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many years around the sun?
34.
34? Oh, dang. I
He
feel
ain't
like
no
See what I did?
34.
Grandma. Yeah.
You
It's
ain't no
It's
34.
daylight savings time. What I did is I reversed the numbers around.
You
I'm
flip that boy
43.
around. Flip
So
it like
I
Missy
flip
Elliott.
around.
Flip
I
it and
left for
reverse
34.
it.
I could pass for 34, so
No,
yeah,
you-
I'll go ahead and Like, see, I had you fooled just that
you,
quick.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
front.
you was like, no, she wasn't fooled. She was
I
surprised.
was surprised, and I'm like, damn, I feel like a grandma or something. Like, I don't know how to feel, but you know, I definitely knew you were older than me.
I gave you 39. Is what I gave you. So yeah. So you know, I was trying to be generous with the 40. What's up?
No, I said I was gonna work on looking at the camera, and I still have not yet did that.
So I thought about that too, but I like being engaged in the conversation, especially if I'm talking to. So it's a lot of side of my face. So
yeah.
you know, so we gotta be like.
What I
this.
find is
Y'all
it's
see it.
convenient when you're addressing the audience to look at the
Okay.
camera. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how it makes it feel better
Okay.
too.
All right.
Yeah.
I can dig
You
it.
can dig it.
Well, my check-in is it's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
That's your check-in. It's been a week.
Yes, it's been a week. I'm here. I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost.
Water baptized.
But yeah, I went and saw a house, y'all, and it was so nice. But my kids was like, "It's too small." I said, "Dang, what y'all want
Like,
us to
you
live
trying to put
in?"
us out already, huh?
What
They
you
was
mean?
like-
It wasn't the size that you were looking for though.
No, it was a 2-bedroom,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
what I was looking for. But granted, the rooms
They were small
smaller.
bedrooms,
Yeah,
okay.
they were small. On the pictures, it looked bigger, way bigger.
That's what she said.
But yeah, this week I found out some terrible news today. One of my coworkers got shot and killed by her husband.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she was shot 17 times.
Wow!
All in her back. All in her back. And she was
Wow.
going to her neighbors and like, help me. And he pretty much told the neighbors, shot at them like, hey, y'all try to help.
Wow!
And then they just renewed their vows like in June. So rest peace.
Ew.
Rest
What the
peacefully.
hell?
That's
Uh,
alright.
Like last month, June?
Yeah.
That's-
Rest peacefully. Yeah, rest peacefully.
Wow.
Yeah, I got that call this morning. It kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's a lot.
I mean, it's tough out here. It's a lot of guys that they are not able to handle certain things. Granted, I don't know exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
But I just really don't think that people, I don't care what it is, I don't think that people deserve to get murdered.
No, for
You
sure.
know,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
don't matter,
like
yeah.
a lot of people like, oh, well, what if this happened and this,
Yeah.
you know, like, no, I don't. I always,
For sure.
it's okay to walk away, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
If you know,
Let
you
some
feel
shit
like
go.
you can't, breathe
I
and
don't know,
think
man.
before you react. So, yeah, my condolences to her children. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was pretty much. I mean, my week was cool. I guess overall, my daughter's. It's a fashion show coming up.
Yeah.
Next Sunday, August 4th, is going to be at a tennis court, which is right across the street from my house.
Oh, that's where it's going to
I'm
be?
sick because I don't know the name of the building.
It's a rec center.
Yeah, it is
That's
a rec
over there
center.
off of Otter Drive.
Yeah, between Ryan and Mound.
Mm.
Damn, I probably shouldn't have said that. I said,
That's what I was just thinking, like, sheesh. I want to say
hey,
the name, but
it's
nah,
a few
I ain't
houses.
saying it and
It's
shit.
a few houses over there, so
Yeah, it's a-
don't be looking for me. Don't be looking for me. But yeah, overall, you know, my week was cool. I've been spending time with my babies, and you know, I'm good overall.
Yeah.
So what about y'all?
I had a good week. As I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't remember the week, but it was. I guess it was good. It was good.
It's a blur.
Yeah, it's a blur. No, it was a good. It was a good week though. I didn't have as many. I'm pretty low energy a bit this week. I don't know. Sometimes I move in and out of that energy. Sometimes I'm like, you know, I really don't want to do anything or be bothered to do anything. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to do all the things. Didn't have a lot of clients this week, but I just been mainly working and trying to promote the Ready Set Let Go event. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm so excited about that. So I'm just delving into this new space of like with these events and like holding the healing circle and all of these things that I'm doing now in the emotional regulation workshops for the kids and stuff. So that's a different space to be in than regularly just doing like the individual therapy. So I haven't been doing a lot of individual therapy lately and trying to just like build up all these other things that I've been doing. But it's been a cool week. You know, my weekend it's been okay. I was going to go out last night. I wanted to.
I wanted to.
But girl,
lying.
I couldn't wake up.
Listen, I was in the bed. It was
I could not
I
wake
asked
up.
the both.
You did, and I told you. I know. And by the time
I was
I ain't getting no
asleep
call.
because I'm like, this is my only weekend without the kid. Well, every other weekend,
we still
but
have
next
today.
weekend I'm gonna have the kid, and so
We
I
got
can't
today.
go out. And so I
We do
wanted
have
to
today.
shake ass. I kept saying I want to shake ass.
Yeah.
I want to shake ass,
Yeah,
and
you
nobody
did.
shook ass with me. So
I shook ass in my dream.
yeah, whatever.
I was shaking ass laying down. One cheek, two.
Whatever.
Well, I don't care because you ain't called me.
We was just with each other. I
And
said
you was still, you ain't make that phone call to
because
me.
you wouldn't want to go to 90s, and I ain't know no
Oh,
other
yeah.
place to go.
Oh, you right.
Right.
You right. Respectfully, you
Okay,
right.
so I'm gonna ask you somewhere you
You
don't
right.
want to go.
You right.
How was your week?
Like my week been like up and down. As Shayna stated, like low energy. I told y'all last week that I lost a friend as well. We buried her on Thursday. So I've been just going over there on the west side all week, being there for my friend, cause you know I haven't lost a sibling or anything, but I have lost my mom, and I do understand grief and pain. So I know it's up and down for them right now. So I just been making my way over there, making sure she eating, needs something to drink or smoke, you know, being that friend. So outside of that, I didn't do anything. Unfortunately, but
Damn, she got to throw
That was like
unfortunately.
a personal.
Oh, that was pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew. She was 22.
yeah.
I definitely shot it.
you know,
sure.
energy just been low. So hopefully today
We
we
outside.
can really be outside, and you know.
Yeah.
Then shit was happening at the job too, as you said your friend got shot at my job. A girl got shot in her back 7 times, and then like 2 days later, a guy was fatally shot. And so it's like just dealing with death and just grief and just killings all week. It's just like, all right, make you not want to go outside,
Man,
kind of.
summertime in Detroit.
You know, it's kind of scary. It really
murder
is.
season.
But,
Chemtrails.
you know, I'm not afraid to go outside. It's just like, damn, what if? Because you know, if I get outside and something happened, you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely gonna protect myself, and I know my attitude, so I be trying to stay away from shit that might, you know, lead me to jail. So
yeah,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of people carrying a lot of shit with them and don't know how to regulate their emotions.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
Come out to Ready Set Let Go if you need some help.
Yeah.
Right, like releasing some of this shit, so we won't be out here in the
Or to the healing
summertime.
circle
To the
as
healing
well.
circle, women's
Yeah.
healing circle.
Yeah, women's healing
Right,
circle.
because it's too much, man.
It's
too,
a lot.
It's a lot happening.
It's
That's
a lot.
going on.
And it's a lot of people just losing loved ones in general, and it's
Yeah,
just it's really sad. It's saddening for sure.
Yeah.
Now, get into the topic.
Let's get into
When a woman's fed up.
it. Ain't nothing you can
Do
do
about
about
it.
it.
Yeah, I was working on the
Just
vocal.
that note, yo.
I told her, listen, yes, an
Tell her
idea.
how you like it.
I was definitely practicing and vocalizing to try to get that
do
part.
it in unison, but I ain't want to
She
be
come
a
to the
tenor
practice.
She a
today.
soprano.
But
Come
I've been smoking.
I mean, she the
So now I'm a tenor.
So you be the tenor. So I have to be. You gotta be out. Can you do soprano? Or no?
Hell no.
Alto. Okay.
Hell no.
So you gotta
I gotta
be
do a little
soprano.
falsetto. I can do a little falsetto. All right.
We're not doing it for real.
We're not
though.
about to do that.
Not for real. Come on now.
But women are women's fed up. So what we talking about? What that mean? I know what comes up in people's heads when you think about it. When we told Mark the topic, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, yeah, ready for it.
You gonna give us that look? Okay, Mark. All right, big Mark.
But you know, Mark, we gonna flip it and reverse it. We got whole little context with this. It ain't just even in that space.
Yeah, I'm not saying it like that. Like I was expecting to be ganged up on.
No.
I just,
Yeah.
We know what we don't never really try to gain up.
No,
on
I don't feel ganged up on. I was, I ain't,
At moments, you might feel attacked, but that's not our intention.
it's just maybe out opinionated because it's three of y'all, if anything. But I
We
feel
don't
attacked.
always agree.
So
And it's
and
okay.
it's not. We're not supposed to.
it's
Shit.
okay.
Yeah, men and
It's
women
okay.
don't agree.
We
on
got
something.
three
That's the
different
reason why we
opinions
have
all the time.
discussions about shit
Yeah.
that come to the table, and
That is
So
the
what
reason
common
why
ground.
we're here.
So what comes to your mind when we talk about when a woman's fed up? What we
when she tired
In
of
my-
the shit.
she's
Yeah.
tired of the shit.
In my head, I just think of exhaustion in general. You know what I'm saying? Because it can tap into so many different things. And fed up, I don't think it means ending. I think it means like an actual break sometimes. Because I be fed up with my kids. And I just be like, you know what? And it don't mean like I don't want them or I don't, it just mean I need a breather
So
from
not an
them.
ending.
So yeah, it's I feel like it, obviously in different areas.
No, when I'm
Yeah.
fed up, I'm fed up.
It's the end.
It's the end.
It's not the end. I'm just fed up. Well, in a relationship wise, I'm
Okay.
fed up. When you talking about the kid, it's the end for him too because he gets his ass beat. You hear me? If I'm fed up, it's to the point where
she lying.
now
She
you
do
about
not
to get a
whip that boy.
whooping. Well, I ain't fed up yet. You hear me? But when he get a whooping, I'm gonna be fed up.
She ain't been
Y'all
fed up
know.
in 5 years.
Just I'm coming one of these years. I'm gonna get fed up
No,
when it
one of
comes
these
to him.
years.
You know,
When he's
I'ma
25.
I'm gonna beat that ass. But like when it comes to relationships, when I'm thinking of fed up is when you're tired. Like so everybody said communication is key, and so that means you communicated, right? That means you voiced yourself. That means you set the boundaries, you made intentions, you made it known what you're trying to do. And I think when we say we fed up is when it go on deaf ears, when it's unheard, or when there's no actions behind what we're telling you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm tired of telling you this. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of you doing this. And it's just like, I don't give a fuck now. So I feel like when we fed up, it's to the point where I don't give a fuck. And when we don't give a fuck, that's a dangerous space to be in.
Yeah.
Because when you don't give a fuck, you really don't give a fuck.
don't give a fuck.
All right, you still cheating? I'm going to cheat back. I'm fed up. All right, you still doing this? I'm going to do this back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just think that's just a dangerous space. And I think it's after voicing, after making it known, you know what I'm saying, our intentions, our wanting and everything, and feeling neglected and feeling unheard. And that's when we were like, oh, okay, so it's a wrap. I'm fed up. So, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Shayna?
Oh, I'm with all of that. I was trying to find something that I had saved earlier, but I got a new phone and I don't know where this is. Oh, here we go. I found it. But no, I'm with it. I'm with that too. Like the fed up. Like I do like that perspective. Like it could be break. Like I need a break from this. I need some time. I need some space. And it could be like this shit is over. This shit is dead. I don't want to do this no more. And it ain't nothing you can say. It ain't nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
Cause it's more so too. Like I was just thinking like. The fed up is more, it's like, yeah, I'm fed up with like that person's behavior or whatever they're doing, but I'm also fed up with myself
for being
in this space, like just being in this space. Like you can't keep doing. That was I want to read. You can't get mad. Somebody posted this earlier. You can't get mad about the same person disappointing you over and over again. You knew better.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Like you know, you get to a point where like, okay, shit, like. What you gonna do about it? Like you can keep, you know, coming and setting those boundaries and speaking and saying and trying and everything, but when I'm fed up, it's at the point where it's like, okay, I'm just tired of my own self, put my own self through this, and it's expecting something.
Yeah, expecting something different.
Yeah, and that's in relationship or whatever, like any other things that we may be doing in our own personal life. Oh, I'm fed up with me not following through with shit, right? Like that's one of my things, you know, where I'm in a space now, which is like. While I'm in this space with like my work that I'm doing, I have a habit of not like continuing things, right? Like I can start something and be real like in it, and then it doesn't continue on. And at a point I had to become fed up with that, like, you know, like I'm given these visions and I'm given these things to do and I'm not consistent with it.
Well, I'm proud of you because you done put some stuff down and
I'm just trying to But that's what I think about being fed up. Like it's just like I'm tired of my own shit.
And then too, like it all like end up for a woman like who carries so much, it all end up coming out the same. Like whether you fed up with the job, whether you fed up with the kid, fed up with a relationship, a sister, a family member, when you lash out, Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoa, who is in front of you at that time? Because it just takes that one thing. You know what I'm saying? It means you at your breaking point. You're at your tipping point. You know what I'm saying? And somebody can just be right there. Like, all it takes is a little bump. And they're going to get it. And that's why I hate to get to the point where I'm fed up. I try to avoid the point where I'm fed up because to me, like I said, it's no return. Like, you guys already know I do not touch my child. So if I have to put my hands on them, I mean, I done said sit the fuck down 3 times. I didn't even did what y'all say, quiet in parenting. Sit down, Jamal. Gentle parenting. Sit down. Yeah, I sounded so dumb saying, Jamal, please sit down. Like,
but that's not gentle.
You know, like,
that's just soft talking. Yeah, that's soft talking.
But listen,
but they don't. But I get you. But they don't even because I be telling doing that. I'm like, okay. And then when I be like, I just raise my voice a little bit. He be like,
and then sit down. You get the reaction.
I said it 3 times already.
I said it. I said it.
Voice to you.
Like, so when you get to the point of fed up, it's just like, all right, now you're going to get it. Like, now I got to put hands on you. It's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. I remember that saying from my parents, and I didn't believe that shit. I'm like, no, you physically hurting me. How is it hurting you? But I can see because that is like I don't want to do. But in the terms of relationship, when I fed up, it's just, like you said, taking the ownership and being upset with yourself because it's like I allow certain shit for so long. It's like I'm fed up with myself because it's like I keep getting this. What they say, doing the same thing, expecting different results. Like, all right, I keep doing the same thing, keep dating these the same way, keep doing all this the same way, and I'm getting the same damn results. So I was really like fed up with that. Like, why I'm getting these type of men, why I'm, you know, like to the point where when you ready and you finally get the feelings, you've wasted feelings, and they be unheard, and they be like, yeah, I'm not there yet. You be like, all right, you step back. All right, I'm gonna step back. That's been me. All right, I'm gonna play the friend role, and then as soon as you do that, it's like then the male is ready. You know what I'm saying? Now they're ready to commit. It's like I'm not there. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
speaking of that, like, so this fed up space for like relationship wise, like that is a common because I've experienced that myself, right? Like at the point where you've tried and you try, and then when you become fed up, right, and you're like, okay, I'm done with it. Now the other person's like, okay, I got it now.
Yeah,
I understand now.
I'm ready
now.
Now
like,
everything you said is playing in their head. Now they like, no, I get it. No, I understand. I remember this, and it's like, bro, I'm
Or is it
fed up.
sometimes that they didn't
It's
take
done.
you serious until they actually see that you was gonna move
Until
from
you-
what
yeah.
it is that you was
Yeah,
saying.
until they see that you saw that you were
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
Like,
that you
nah,
were-
Because I
ain't
done
playing
probably
that.
said it so many times, like this
Yep.
is what I want, but never acted on it or never enforced it. And so with me setting the boundaries and really standing on it is what forced the,
Yeah.
it was forced that. So then it make me also think like, is this, what's the word? Is this forced? You know what I'm saying? Or is this something that you really want to do? Do you really like me, or are you just doing this because you got to save me, or I got to save her, I want to keep her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you just hushing me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay, I'm gonna tell her what she want. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let her know what she want to hear, or is this really what you want? And if so, why did it take you so long? If you already knew this is what you wanted, why did it take you so long?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm fed up with all this shit. Okay, I'm fed up. My thing is like when it comes to dating in a relationship, like my fed up is definitely that's ending.
Okay.
Like I give grace to certain things. Like what I don't give grace for is lies. So if I catch you in one, baby, it's done. I'm not finna. Oh, you told a little white lie. No, because if you told a little lie, you could tell a big one.
Most definitely.
No. But when it's certain things, I give grace to get, allow that person to grow some or to learn me some. But when I'm fed up, I'm done. I am good for, I used to ghost people. I don't ghost people no more. Now I just tell them, like, I just don't think we'll work. You are a good man, but you're not the man for me.
You was a good man.
You was a good man, but you're not the man for me. You just not the hoe for me? You said what?
You a good hoe.
You a good hoe, but you just not the hoe for me. You a good bitch, but you're not the bitch for me. Yeah, no, call me a bitch, and thought I was gonna come back from that.
Bitch adjacent.
What? Bitch.
Like a bitch.
Adjacent.
Yeah,
He said like a bitch. He said you acting just like a bitch. I said
not a
excuse
bitch.
me.
He
I ain't call you a bitch. I said you acting like a bitch. I
Like a
said you might as well call me a
adjacent.
bitch. If my neighbor a bitch
Next
and
door.
I'm acting like her,
Next
you might
door.
as well call me a
Next door
bitch.
to the neighbor.
You might as well. Hey, you could have got your rocks off by calling me a bitch. Because guess what? That was the last conversation we had. That was the last conversation. I can't
think
do disrespect.
definitely in this like fed up space. I'm thinking about those spaces sometimes for myself before I had got to that fed up, right? Like, what was the name of that movie? Woman Thou Art Loose. You remember that movie? And it was he told the story about the dog sitting on a porch and he was sitting on a tack. And he said he was sitting on the tack. He's still sitting on or the nail or something. This dog sitting on the nail. And it said he won't get up. He said, I guess he ain't hurting enough. He gonna still sit on that, right? And so I'm think about like those times where before I got to that point of fed up, it's like, yeah, I'm getting poked in, with this nail consistently. And even unlike the dog didn't move, but I did move, but I moved uncharacteristically. So like out of my like character, like, hey, I'm breaking shit. I'm like, I'm doing some stuff like, because in those moments I was fed up, but still trying to hold on to something that I wanted in this space or something I thought that I wanted. Have you guys ever experienced that? Like before getting into that fed up space, even though but you are in a fed up space, but you're still trying to hold on to pieces of
that's
something.
the grace you give. Like, okay, I can't do this. I'm fed up, but I'm gonna give you that grace to try to correct it. And in that, you hoping, your expectations is like, hey, they're gonna change or they're gonna do this, and it's like it never happens.
It doesn't.
But then at that point, when you're in that area, you're watching everything.
Yeah.
Right? And so it leaves them no era after that to fuck up. It's like
but they
you
found,
gotta
they
be.
found some space.
They do, and then that's when you. The more you fed, that's when you lead to walking. Away. It ain't no coming back. Like when you in that area of it's like, all right. I'm acting out of character. It's because I still care. So I'm showing you I still care, but I'm also letting you know you fucking up.
Yeah.
This is if it's this, fix it. So while you're going through that fixing and healing stage, if it ain't nothing changing, you know what I'm saying? Then you go to the point of no return. Like, yeah, it ain't even. Like, you ain't even affected me, the way you used to, because I didn't came none from that. I didn't shut that out, or I didn't block that, or did what I needed to do to protect myself. You know what I'm saying?
And
because
I don't even look at you the same way.
Because I see you're not changing or you're not willing to change. And then the moment you do that, because they can tell when anything changed. They can tell, or you moving different, or you speaking different, or you know what I'm saying? You're acting different. They can tell when there's a shift in your mood, when there's a shift in you. And then that's when it's like, oh, You know what I'm saying? Like a deer in headlights. Like, oh, I gotta fix it. You know what I'm saying? But when it was told and constantly letting you know, like, hey, this is a problem you didn't, and by the time they are ready to fix it, it'd be too late.
It's too late
because you didn't already did the healing yourself. You didn't already in your mind let go of it.
But women
you
definitely do that a lot. Like, they'll stay in a situation till they completely over it and then leave.
I have done that before. Like I am still in situations where I'm over it and still, because there's a piece, you know what I'm saying, trying to be civil and trying to hold on because it's still a part of my life, you know what I'm saying, and also friendships, like we talked about cutting leaves and stuff. It's still people who I hold a space for a grace, like, you know what I'm saying, I know who have hurt me, and I know, like, praying right all the way, just hoping, like, all right, maybe they'll get it, because I know, like, it'll affect me, it'll hurt me having to let this person go.
I got a question about that. So we talk about this like grace. Is it all grace because are we still holding on to pieces of this because of grace, or are we still holding on to pieces of this because of something within ourselves that we not seeing?
Might be love. It might be trauma bonding. It might be, you know what I'm saying, care. It might be, you know.
In my case, I feel like it's stupidity. I feel like it's stupidity.
Because I'm in the space with you with that. Because once I got out of the space where I was like, okay, I'm fed up now, and it's like no turning back. And look back like, wow, like why was I continue to like
why did
choose to? Because I could say in my mind and say like, oh yeah, it was grace. It was because I understood. It was because, I wanted to hold space for this. But what I found out for me, it was because I was in the habit, and not just in that relationship, but in all relationships, I was in the habit of shrinking myself. I was in a habit of like making less of me. I was in a habit of people pleasing. I was in a habit of, I understand why you're like that. I understand these things. And so that affected my boundaries. That affected, how I showed up in the space, or what I was allowing to happen. And I think also the other thing in the space I was in, I think in the back of my mind, I think for myself, I thought this was it. Right? Because, like, ain't nobody else checking for me. Ain't nobody else. It ain't nothing else that's around.
I was in that space, too. And then I had to look at myself like, that ass perfect, baby. Bend that ass over, let me perfect, baby. Yeah. Baby. What? The fuck?
I mean, to be honest, those times you have to do that, because when I was fed up, I'm not all the way fed up because I have to, remain around this person. But it took a time for me to look in the mirror and be like, damn, I was so disappointed in myself for even calling this person a friend, a best friend, or even putting her in a category as a sister because of who she really is. And when I saw that, that's when I felt stupid. That's when that thing came, like, man.
Because when you look back at it, you realize all the stuff that you like ignored.
Yes. I realized all the red flags that I saw, and I pushed to the side because of the love. And because of the history. And it's like, to be honest, it was just being stupid. I was trying to be Captain Save a Hoe, and all hoes can't be saved.
No, you don't want to be saved. I feel like I was blinded, and we're talking about like why we didn't see it during it. Like, my thing in relationship, if I'm getting good dick, I don't see shit.
She got blind, she got cataracts.
You hear me?
Say, Olivia took over.
If I'm getting good dick, I damn near ignore everything until something's in my face and it's an issue. I'm going to sleep after. You hear me? I'm going I'm going home. I'm going to sleep. I'm waking up. I'm cooking breakfast. The fuck? Like, so that been my thing. It's like I ignore red signs. A good piece of dick. And
maybe I need one of those, because I have yet to come across.
I don't need one of those. Like, not none of them have you ignore.
Okay. Not none of them. We fed up.
I would just
slip into it. Now you can't get out like 5 years later. Like, I don't know what happened.
You can't get nothing right but the stroke.
Right.
Damn. See, I guess I'm happy I ain't come across it then. I don't know what you want to think. But I just feel like, them times like when you're fed up, but then I also feel like it's another level past fed up, because like I was fed up with that particular person that I'm referring to that was a friend or whatever, and it's not anymore. But then recently I became to a level of like extremely fed up because what was allowed inside my household. You know what I'm saying? I do not condone anybody under 18 smoking. anybody under 21 drinking, I don't condone it. So for somebody to condone that inside my household around my children, oh baby, fed up was 10,000. Okay, like I had to take a breath and walk out because that's the fed up of like I want to beat your ass now. Because it's like no matter how much I talk, no matter how much we sit down and I say, hey, you know, we agree that we don't fuck with each other. Let's be respectful. And you're not doing that because you don't care about your kids and what your kids see don't mean I don't care about mine. So if I'm not letting my little nieces or whatever come over do that type of shit, no.
Yeah.
So it's that I'm literally at that point of fucking fed up to where, listen,
because what fed
get
up,
my kids.
What fed up is it requires you to move.
Yeah.
It requires you to like do something different, and you're not able to move.
I'm not able to.
Like,
yeah.
And you try as much as you can.
Still in that stage.
Yeah, you try as much as you can to separate
when you fed
yourself
up, she gonna get that ass beat. Yeah. That's how you know.
You exhausted all resources.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't reach out and touched her.
Yeah.
That's when you fed up. Like, the fuck.
Yeah, but we want to, I think, get to a space where like we are recognizing that, like, I'm not saying that for you, but we are recognizing before we get to that space where we like now it's becoming aggressive, now it becomes violent, now it becomes in this space we really don't want to be in. You know, we're just talking about, you know, people losing their lives, and that gets to that point because people aren't recognizing those signs. Like, you should have been done with this 3 years ago. This came 3 years too long. Like, there was always there's things that said
3 years
it should have been. I was at the time.
Also, real one and shit. Listen, I should have been done 3 years ago.
But like again, we hold on to things, whether it's grace, whether it's like issues that we get with ourselves, trauma.
Ooh, yes. And what's crazy is that is a lot of starters for bonds.
Through something.
Yeah. And you had that conversation with that one person, like, what?
Who was there for you at that moment, and
Yeah.
you guys link, and it's a connection. And a lot of people are bonding off of that. Friendships, relationships,
all of them,
everything. And then once that's over, once that is healed or that you don't have anything to connect no more. There's no hurt or nothing there, and so it's empty. So now I got to relearn and all this. It was nothing in the beginning, and a lot of people just connect off hurt.
I've had a lot of
hurt people, but also connect with each other. Like if I'm hurting, you hurting, we're gonna be two sitting hurting motherfuckers sitting there talking. We're bonding.
But then when somebody,
but
then when somebody moved past that hurt, then what? Yeah. Because that's what I could say. I was like, I probably had a lot of friendships, relationships, whatever, off of trauma bond, especially when it came to like me dealing with females. And once I got past that point, it was like they were still there, and it was no need. Like I've lost friendships where it was just a disconnect, where it was just like, okay, like we're just not there anymore. And that's when I realized, like, oh, that was a trauma bond. Because I moved past that point, and that person obviously moved in a different direction, or they stayed in that space. Yeah. But when you fed up, you get the fuck on. Yeah. I'm gonna get the fuck on.
Well, I say trauma bond with me because before, like, I want to say like the last 2 years, I was really in the dark place myself, and I was dealing with my own traumas, like where I disliked myself. So anybody that I was meeting along that time, I was meeting because I was hurt. I was angry, and so I was looking out and seeking a connection. And so they didn't get to see like the Leisha I am now. You know what I'm saying? They got to see the hurt, and so I was born forming these relationships and things with these people, not fully healed. You know what I'm saying? Not fully aware and not fully being my true authentic self. You know, and so when I start to heal, when I start noticing that and like, all right, dropping these baggage and things, and like being Alicia, then you go, oh, you're not being yourself, or you different, or, you know, I don't speak to those friends, or, you know, those people are not in my life. I don't have that same connection. Some people are still like, every now and again, you know, I talk to them, but it eventually falls off. It eventually, they eventually stop calling. Y'all eventually stop hanging. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't a real connection in the beginning. Because when we met, I was hurt, right? You know, so that's how most of mine's come, because I was mentally not even in the right, you know, state of mind for myself. I couldn't make the right decisions, and I was hurting. So anybody I've met the last 2 years, you know what I'm saying, met the hurt Alicia. So all that, all those friendships or relationships, I believe.
Last 2 years?
No. Before 4 years.
Yeah,
4 years, right?
Because I just had like a little light bulb moment. Because you know how like our story is, like you've always been around, but the last couple years is only when I'm like, I've been seeing you.
Yeah.
Because you were in that space of hurt all that time, and like in a different like aura vibe, whatever.
Whole
But
different
yeah,
So-
but it was something different this time. I was like, okay, now we can.
You can see me
I
because
can,
Now we can
I'm
connect.
looking at
Yeah, because I don't
I
have a
got
lot.
fed up.
I don't think I got a
We
lot.
got
I
a
have lot of
question in the
trauma bonds.
comments.
Okay.
A hell of a guy in the comments said, "Do y'all think healing is really possible if the person that caused the damage
Mm.
is still around?"
No. You can't get sick in this. You can't heal in the same environment you got sick in.
Yeah,
I don't care
do
what.
some cleaning around.
Yeah.
I
You
had
gotta
to leave a
disinfect it,
state
yeah.
because I had hurt
Yeah.
there. I had to come and heal. Now I can face it. You know what I'm saying? I had to, like, several different occasions. You know what I'm saying? I had to leave a household. I had to, stop talking to a friend. I had to, you got to remove yourself, you know what I'm saying, from the situation to begin to heal so you can be stronger when you go back,
So,
And
go ahead.
and even like in the midst of like you in a household, everybody got a cold. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep coming back.
recirculating.
Even if you recover from it for a short period of time, it's gonna come right back.
So I have another end to this. So because the question is it really possible if the person that caused the damage is still around? So I've had, like damage that happened, but the person is still around. But I think in my case, the person can still be around, but there has to be some accountability. There has to be
Boundaries.
some acknowledgement of some things. Like, yeah, I hurt you. Like I know I hurt you, and then those boundaries and
Change
some
of
understanding,
behavior.
some change of behavior. So the person can still be around, and some healing can still happen because that's the position I'm in right now
They
for
have to
myself.
apply the knowledge
They have
that
to,
we
yeah.
gave them.
Right.
So
They-
apply knowledge.
So we're not in
to-
the same, like, it's not the same relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But like the relationship is definitely different. But again, there is acknowledgement there, and I think in this space too, I also, we was talking about being fed up. I was fed up with myself. So it was things that I was doing allowing myself that I had to heal. It had nothing to do with him. Right, so I can't put all of that damage and
On
blame
him.
onto him,
Okay.
even though he did some shit.
Yeah.
But again, I think it has to be some acknowledgement, some change
And,
behavior.
and
in
also,
order for you to be in
I
the same
guess with
space.
that, it depends on the situation. Being in a household, as a child with your parents or whatever, and being hurt.
Yeah.
It's you can't heal. Only you can try to.
You got to deal with it.
Yeah, you have to just put up with it because you don't have that space to, get away. And then a lot of parents back then wasn't knowledgeable
saying.
and
They're not gonna
wasn't
acknowledge
taking
it.
accountability.
Yeah.
So
They
it was
don't do
just
it now.
like they don't.
That's the
But it was-
millennial parents. You tell your parents something about happened when they was young, and it was like,
I don't remember that. What? I don't remember that.
That ain't happened. Like,
Yeah, that's quick.
I was just saying that today at the picnic. She was saying something, and her son was like, I don't remember that conversation. I was like, yeah, those some alternative storylines.
It's those the ones you push
ever
back.
go to a family like gathering, like all the siblings, like your aunties and uncles, they all got different stories about what
Yes.
happened when they grew up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
y'all all wasn't in the same spot. Like, y'all have
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
I mean, I can understand
People
like
see
different
things differently,
perspectives,
yeah.
but as far as like what's really done,
Not different perspectives, different whole stories. Like,
okay,
it was
like about the same event.
about they would say things like, it was in my family, they would say things like, that didn't happen, it happened this way.
Oh, no.
Like, it
But
never
also
happened.
on that question, y'all remember a while back on that episode where we had that video playing of we had the scoop. They
Oh,
took
the
a scoop
time,
in
the sand, yeah.
and then the time,
Yeah.
and then in that it was movement, right?
Yeah.
Continuously movement for
It has-
it to repair itself.
Yeah,
right?
yes,
So
time,
even if
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's time and it's movement. So
Yeah.
even if that person is still around, there's conversations that are being had. There are things that are being done and changes that you both are making to be able to heal.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the only reason that he's around, he got it, or that person is still around because there's love there or there's some type of connection.
And that's
so
definitely it.
you cannot remove them
that's
entirely.
Completely, yeah.
You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
And so
Got
it's
you.
just like that video where over time, because it's not going to be over day, we're not going to sit here and have a conversation like,
Today
hey, you
and
hurt
tomorrow.
me.
Yeah.
This is what I want you to do now. This is what it's
So
not.
how
gonna
much
be.
time do y'all give?
So it's like it's.
So, and what I'm taking in my situation that I'm in, how I'm taking it from what she's saying, it's not. It's just time. Like it's not like I'm giving time right now for
A
another
specific
chance,
date,
chance to us be in that relationship that we were in before. But it's time for us to like really work at like repairing like whatever that connection was. So like in my situation is we're friends. right? Like, so we're in this friendship space, whereas we were in a romantic space, we were in this other space. That's no longer. So we're in this friendship space, and so we're developing that, and repairing, that connection in that space. I don't know if it's like a time limit, but I think time is needed, right? Like over time, we learn something different or something new. This is, and you know what? And low key, this is the healthiest I've been in relationship with him, even when we were together. Like, that wasn't this is the healthiest, even though it looks different, and a lot of people don't understand it, but it's the healthiest that
okay, so what I meant when I said how much time is when you don't see nothing. If you don't see
but then if you don't if it ain't nothing,
right, but y'all still also, it's a time. So how long? Like,
it's not, like I said, it's continuing change. So something is done every day, or something is you see the changes. You know what I'm saying? And that was make you keep giving them, keep going. If you don't see the changes, that means we're constantly saying ain't nothing changing. Then get out right away, because you're gonna consistently have these problems, and if nothing is healing, you're just hurting yourself even more. You're causing more hurt on top of hurt that way. But you have to see the change, and you will know when something different. You can text the temperature, like, damn, the temperature hot, like, in here, you know what I'm saying? All right, we lukewarm right now. You know what I'm saying? I be checking temperature, so I know where, like, with my situation, I know, you know what I'm saying, how to gauge it, like, where we are, and I can say, like, this state's way better than it was in the relationship, like, no fighting or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, just over time, you find a way to respect and actually see each other for, like, who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have that up under the pretense, this is in the relationship, or I'm in this. No, you're looking at them just a regular person. You're getting to know this person as an individual all over again, and it's not biased. Because it's not, you're not looking at them or this person as in a relationship, or whether it's a friendship or nothing. You're looking at this person as just an individual. They don't have that connection to you. You're trying to gauge in.
I want to say what a hell of a guy was saying. Time is definitely needed, and sometimes space too. And so I was thinking about space, not even just in that physical sense, because sometimes that space is needed, like we need to be in a different environment or whatever, but also space for you to do your thing and that person to do them, and to do their thing. And that's what I learned in my relationship, because I was before I got to that fed up point, I was in a point like, what can I do? Like, how can I help? Like, I got these I'm a therapist, so I'm like, you need to go to therapy, let's do these things, and it didn't take until I was like, okay, I can't do nothing I can't do that no more for him. I gotta like focus on what and so it needed space for that, right? See, before it shifted or changed.
In my situation, I'm in a forced situation, so when I say, like, that's when I say, like, I have to leave, I have to remove myself, because in that moment of just, it's not even giving nobody, it's just having that respect for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, being around somebody that has pretty much lied on you, dogged you out, and all this, and everybody else know that's not the type of person you are. You painting this image, so it's like, at what point do I just
girl, you passed that point though.
I am very proud of myself. I would just give a shout out to everybody that's fed up and is holding, holding it, staying strong, and sticking to what you know is right.
Yeah. Hey, T-Bob.
Hey, girl, where you been at, girl? What's up? How you feeling? What's up, T-Bob?
Yeah.
Self-respect is very, very important, and that's the only thing that's keeping me.
And that's
tight.
As Ashley said, like, self-respect is important. And like, again, going back to look at the choices that you made, you thought you had self-respect, but you weren't operating in it, and like, you wasn't operating in that.
I wasn't. That's when I had to look in the mirror and be like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what type of person you are? Do you like the type of friend you are to people? And I had to really sit back and be like, I don't deserve this. Like, I did not do anything to you to deserve this behavior.
Brooke, a hell of a guy answered your question. He said the answer to how much time is given can only be answered by the level of pissed offness. A lot of people really don't forgive, let alone move past. Some start to build up anger. And I know that's me. I build up.
That's
right?
100. That's 100.
I say something the first time, I give you a chance to fix it, but I'm not going to keep constantly
Repeating.
nagging. I'm just gonna sit and take and take.
Now you're gonna.
I'm just gonna sit and take and take. So the last time I do it, I'm gonna lash out, right? I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be fed up. But it's like I'm gonna say something that first time. You're gonna know by my actions. You're gonna know by the way I speak to you that it's an issue, right? So I'm giving you that opportunity to fix it. But I'm not gonna constantly be like, stop cheating on me. Stop cheating on me. Stop cheating on me.
Man, you know
Stop
that nigga about to go cheat tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, he gonna go cheat and I'm be right there with him. Like, all right, we cheating together. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck that, you know, like, so it's just like, nah, it's everything is just with that, like, it's
it just, I mean, what I would say as far as like when it comes to relationships, when it comes to everything about being fed up. I applaud everybody who's fed up at their job. Say fuck it, go get a new one. I applaud in a lot of, it's, you know, fed up is a whole different. It's a humongous little circle of things that you could be fed up at and with.
When you said about the job, this just brought up to my mind. I think we can get to a point or a space, like we talking about this job space or whatever. We can get to a point of space and we can say like we fed up, right? But then we become like comfortable with the thing that we fed up with, and then we create that as a limitation for us to not change or move. So we fed up with the job, but like, no, I gotta pay my bills.
You become content.
I gotta, you know, I can't do it now because I got. Me too. I'm
out. I'm sorry. I'm not taking. Listen.
That's why I work about for myself right now, because I'm a person.
The money, and so until I find something that's gonna match the money, I'm gonna deal with the bullshit.
No,
you know what I'm saying. Until I find something better, I'm not gonna leave it before I find something better. I'm not.
I leave it.
I'm sorry. I love my peace.
I left the job without a job.
I love my dollar, so I'm damn sure not gonna quit.
Listen.
I'm too old to twerk. I'm too old to strip. I'm definitely keeping my 9 to 5 till I find a better one. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like it's levels to that. So I worked for Carmana's Cancer Center, and I was sexually, you know, assaulted. And I, you know, went, spoke to HR, said numerous of things, but y'all see, y'all. What? I'm looking at y'all trying to be nosy. But immediately, like literally that next day, I was like, oh no. When I say I applied to probably about 50 jobs within the next week, got a call back from 5 of them, went to interviews, was like, I'm picking this one, I'm out of here. I didn't even give them 2 weeks. They was calling my phone like, you click,
girl,
click.
I don't care nothing about that. No. Like this is my mindset on my mindset.
You can't
on
stand
that.
up for me. Why am I here?
My mindset on that. I think I just, because I just hold this perception about money just a little bit like differently than some people, where like, you know, it's always like a chase after the money. I always just hold space for like me having it.
Yeah, like money gonna come.
Right? Like, and so like I don't make decisions like that based off of, and I don't know, maybe it's a little irresponsible, I don't know, but it's been working for me. Like things flow.
Well, it
works
for me.
But I would leave, like I said, I would leave a job. Like I had left a job, I had no job lined up, I ain't had no prospects and nothing. I was like, okay, I got a little.
But see, I'm always, I guess because I was always easy to get a job. I'm always easy to get a job.
You seen how
so.
many jobs?
You always get it. You always get
I keep good jobs. So it's like I'm not. I deal with so much. Like I tell you what I'm dealing with now. I work at the goddamn King Homes. It's shit there all the damn time. I'm dealing with stuff, but it's like, all right, it's not gonna run me off. I feel like I built to this. I've been on the east side my whole damn life. As long as it don't come to my door, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I get fed up of having to come there and getting called a bitch every other day or something like that. But it's just like in my mind, I'm like, I already know it's just gonna be worse. And I already know it's gonna be worse. And then I know in the event, you know what I'm saying, it become more than words, I'm prepared. But it's like, it's not gonna make me lose my job. Like,
I tell people, don't come to me with your grievances about your job. I'll tell you to quit in a minute. No,
I'm like, that's why I say it depends on what, because what you do, Alicia, to be honest, that's bound to happen. Motherfuckers can't pay their bill, and all they gonna do is this. They ain't doing nothing but making excuses, and they can't even, they have no right to be upset with you only because you're in the office.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. They can't be upset with nobody else, and they can't take accountability and be upset with themselves because they didn't pay their shit.
Yeah. And
So
I was
it's
just
like-
saying that just to make sure, like, just, you know, that you can be in that space of fed up. It don't sound like that's what you're doing, you know, for yourself, Alicia. But people will be in that space of fed up with their job, but they just make limitations around it, like why they can't move or why they can't do something different, or even like something, you have a calling, you have something that was given to you to say, hey, do this, do this, start your business, start this, and you scared and you won't do it because even though you fed up with what you were doing, where you at, you won't change because there's fear that's there, and fear gets in the way of fed up a lot of the times. People say,
a lot of times we fed up, we gotta listen to the reason we fed up and acknowledge it. A lot of times we know what we fed up with, we got the knowledge to change it, but we're not applying it and or ourselves to what it is. And like, we're gonna be like that girl who, you know, homegirl had to tell her like, hey, I'm here for you, but I'm not gonna be here for you if you keep talking to me about this nigga, right? Because obviously you're not doing nothing, you're not gonna change, and I'm investing feelings and emotions into this here. So hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm fed
like,
up.
I'm fed up, right?
Yeah.
And then like she let her know, she set the boundaries, like, I'm fed up. So I feel like in situations, you know what I'm saying, and everything with knowing your boundaries, like, sometimes you'll let shit happen because out of love. She allowed that to happen numerous times because it was her girl. But at one point she said, I'm done.
Yeah.
She lost the friendship because of that, but she was done. You know what I'm saying?
You bringing that up reminds me this week what I talked about a little bit with a client of mine. And I had made a post about it. So since we talking about jobs, like you can realize what it is that you're fed up with and set a boundary. So like one of the things, you know, sometimes in people's jobs, it's like it's this unspoken rule or word or understanding, like you answer your phone after 5 o'clock, after you clocked off, you still got to be available. You still got to do that. So you still got to set boundaries in your job too, because if it ain't written out on paper, it ain't part of your job.
It's not my duty.
So you stressing yourself. That's what you fed up about because you don't got no boundaries.
I am off.
You ain't got no boundaries in this. You taking this work home with you instead of saying, hey, after 6 o'clock, I don't answer my phone.
Even when it comes to doing another job at your job that you didn't sign up for, it's so many times where you can say, okay, I can help in this department, but wait, am I going to get paid for this? Or I can stay where I got hired for.
Boundaries
like,
definitely needed.
Yeah, you have to definitely put those down. I definitely had to do that.
Yeah.
Before I quit.
So men are even fed up. We're not leaving you guys out the conversation. We're saying like a woman's fed up. We're just saying, you know, we're talking about the jobs and ways we can be fed up. We be fed up with the kids. We are also fed up with you niggas.
Do y'all get fed up?
But we know you
Yes,
guys
men get fed up
with
for
us.
sure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I know they do.
On the next,
for
you
sure.
guys can leave a comment. We do know, guys, what things are you fed up with? Get
Yeah.
fed up with the jobs. Get fed up with
Fed
the
up
police
with these
officers.
Are you fed up
bitches.
with your
Fed up with
behaviors?
the women. You fed up with your kids. You know
Right.
what I'm
Are
saying?
you
Like,
fed up with your behaviors?
Mama,
I had to
like,
say that
That's a good
recently.
one.
I had to message.
That's a
I was
good
like,
one.
I had to message that
Because I'm
recently.
fed up with
I
some of my
said,
behaviors.
aren't you
Yeah.
tired of this? Aren't you tired of
because
this
we
doing
as
the same?
as women,
yeah.
we know the things that irk you guys. We know what make you guys tick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we do it, so we know you guys may be fed up too. Like, and
Well, I
sometimes
don't know.
call it out.
I don't
you
know everything.
She don't know.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say that
Everything,
because
yeah.
I'm
I
still
know.
learning. And obviously, maybe I'm just.
But you still learning.
I'm trying to learn men, and obviously the men that I'm coming across is not teaching me nothing.
Well, we
but
ain't gonna
they
never
some
learn
shit.
these niggas. They changing every
I mean, I guess they changing every day, but damn. I mean, how can I know
changing
what
more
you're
than they
fed
changing
up with?
underwear.
man, we ain't gonna never. We just gotta adapt like them. Like, all right.
I'm sorry, I cannot.
No, I think it's important. Just like, you know, that's why those conversations are important. That communication.
And
so we do have,
comprehension.
we have to have an understanding, you know, of one another. And even just like some people can't be fed up with things because they don't even have no insight into what
They don't
be
even know
fair.
what
going
it
there
is.
doing it and
Yeah.
like what it is because this is their norm. This is how they always been. This is
And
how they
that's-
always
I think-
operated.
Or they
Right.
operate out of toxicity. They operate in confusion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're comfortable in the mess. They're comfortable around toxic
But
situations.
and that goes for
you
men
know
and
what I'm
women.
saying?
So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want nobody to think we
Most
just
definitely.
pointing out
Glad she said
men
it.
or we
Yeah,
just
we
pointing
not-
out
Don't say
women.
nothing.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no. We
It's
talking
around
about
the
overall.
board,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're not talking about just men.
It's around the board.
It's overall.
A lot of people still continue things because they're so used to toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I was talking to this guy and he said, well, I'm so used to, women crying about me working and having a job and this, and that, and I'm not making time. I said, so you're not making no time? Well, no, we going, maybe a date once out the week or something. It's like, okay. And it's like, well, no, but every girl I come across. So it's like, okay, you meet somebody, I'm not going to get in between you and your money. Like, well, no, you got to call me. Like, wait. You just said you tired of girls calling you and complaining about you working, but you expecting me to do that.
You expected that.
So it's like that's your use. You're so used to it.
And
so
that's how we continue to be around and attract them same characteristics, because those are the things that we're looking for, because that's what we're familiar with. Even if we don't intentionally say, I'm going to look for this is what I'm familiar with and this is what's comfortable.
Well, that may have been a real ignorant way of him trying to relate to you that, hey, I got a lot of chicks that want me, but I want you.
No.
Niggas
I mean, what they do that, and the thing is,
yeah.
I don't say that to be cocky. I do not, and I be as humble, and I am very humble. I don't say that to be cocky, but it's my thing of like a reminder, because I know for a fact I don't have no disbelief in the dudes that I deal with. Like, you don't have a lot of bitches up to. I believe you, but it's not something that I'm saying. It's like a lot of guys. It's like, well, yeah, I could pay for this, I could pay for that, and this, and that, and it's like I just want to clarify. I don't care about how much money somebody got. Yeah. I cannot be brought. Like, you cannot buy me.
I'd be fed up with
so
that.
I have definitely said that before. Like, okay, yeah, dudes try to buy me all the time. And that's me giving you a hint that obviously I'm not trying to, don't buy me. Don't try.
Don't try to do that.
So, you know what I'm saying? If you can't comprehend that, me saying it, like, I don't like, no, do not, you cannot impress me with money. Because guess what? You have it and it could be gone.
Yeah.
And then
it
what?
ain't mine. I ain't spending
it. And then what? I can spend it, but it's still
it ain't in my bank account.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I can spend it, but it's like that's not what's going to keep me here.
I'm Ashley, and I know we because we here, but I just wanted to. She said I agree with that, but the older we get, shit change. We may accept things when we get older. I hope I accept less when I get older.
Listen,
like I hope like I'm not accepting something
that's why I'm single, y'all.
Right, because people do like have again.
That's why I'm single.
These are those limitations that we put on ourselves, especially the age thing. Well, I'm this age. I'm not gonna be able to find. I gotta do. So I gotta be.
You shouldn't have to settle, because I'm guaranteed somebody gonna love you the way you are. Exactly how.
And they might not be in Detroit. That's what you said.
I said
we gotta date outside Detroit.
Listen, dating is overrated in the city. Okay, I'm gonna have to date out of state.
Okay, going to Flint.
Bitch, out of state. Nah, I ain't say out of the city, bitch, out of state. Okay, you might find me in Cali. I'm not going to Atlanta because everybody's from Detroit.
She going to Pontiac.
You gotta go find them in Milwaukee.
Okay, I'm gonna go to North Carolina. I'm gonna go to South Carolina. Come on,
she going to Muskegon.
Get out of here. If I'm gonna go to Muskegon and Flint, bitch, I might as well go to the West Side. Like, I might as well go to the West Side. No, I obviously, out of state.
Fed up.
I'm fed up. Maybe I'm fed up with myself because they are so used to girls accepting all this bullshit to where I come through and they like, yeah, something wrong with you because you're not accepting this shit. No.
But we talking about when we fed up. Me. I just get fed up.
It's me. It's not you.
It's me.
I just get fed up with it's just not being like talked about and made clear and communicated what the fuck feelings shit and how niggas feel.
What you say like, Saturday, if everybody can, like, if they're mine, if
our forehead said how we
thought, baby, it would be crazy.
Man, it's just like, just say it, like communication.
And I know a lot of dudes will walk up to me and they'll just say, I just want to fuck. I want to fuck. I know that for a fact. It'll probably be a few that be like, oh, she beautiful. Oh, I want to get to know her. But it's going to be a lot. Yeah, I want to fuck. I want to fuck.
What I said yesterday, I wish it was, but a lot of days you can't, because you go up to a guy and you be like, I just want to fuck. Like, he gonna think you a hoe. Like, how many guys did you tell you want to fuck? I'm not the first guy you didn't text that you want to fuck. Like, we can't do that because we gonna deem a hoe. Or they gonna go to the boy. Damn, I just smashed Lee on the first day. Like, damn, like shit.
And you did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you get that, but a guy, you know. And then we don't want a guy in our inbox straight thing, because I told y'all what turned me off when I gave the nigga my number.
But he said he want to bite your.
And the first, he didn't even say good morning. The very next day, he texted me talking about, I want to bite your ass. I just showed him. I said, who the fuck fuck is this? Talking about Zeke the freak.
Listen, this is what I'm
Like,
realizing
what the fuck?
at this
Fed
age.
up.
It's a complete difference between a girl and a woman and a boy and a man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the thing is, it's a lot of males out here that think they are men and they're not.
It's a lot of
Still
girls out here.
So dating
and
is-
it's a lot of females out here that think they are women, but they still girls.
Yeah.
Dating is really
So,
different now. It's
yeah, I'm out of
not
state
like
with
it
it.
was.
She out of state with it.
You know,
She
it's
fed
not
up.
like it was. And then everybody is not being honest. Everybody is in their feelings. Some people just want to fuck. Some people are looking for something more, something extra. Some people want the right dress, picket fence, all that. Just be
They
honest
said,
with
what's
what you
going on
want.
with the West Side?
That ain't
I'm
me.
not from it.
East side, baby.
I'm not from
What
it.
is it? Test tube, baby.
Oh my God.
What movie was
But
that?
yeah, no, y'all
Just
fed
be
up.
honest
We fed up.
and talk
Be
so we
honest.
won't be
Just be
fed
honest.
up, ladies. If you don't want a relationship, say you don't want a
I'm-
relationship.
I
If
just
you
wanna-
tired of that nigga,
If you love
I just want
me,
to say this to
it.
If you
anybody
love
and
me,
everybody.
do it.
I
know?
dated. It was not you.
Show it.
It's me. Love yourselves, okay?
Love yourself.
Love
Be kind to
yourselves.
yourself.
Be true to yourself.
Thank y'all for participating,
truth.
engaging today.
Tell the truth. Yeah.
Questions.
Shout out
we
to
do.
all of y'all. We love y'all always.
Thank y'all.
you know what it is. My Sis Podcast.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile